Okay, we're up to turn 9 of heavy hitters, and once again, tactical waiting pretty much. I'm kind of waiting to see if I can't, if I'm going to get an opportunity to pop these guys back this way if Titan pushes this way. In theory, these mortars should be disengaging, but yeah. I have kind of been sideswiped a little bit by the viewing distances. It's not always very intuitive in combat mission. But yeah, apart from that, I'm still waiting for Titan to commit his infantry so I can try and destroy it. I'm really thinking about how much, seeing as though essentially my reserve that I want to use to destroy Titan's infantry with is over here on the far left flank. I might need to start thinking about shuffling that into a more central location, but we'll see. Let's just see what we get here. Should be starting to mortar these guys up a little bit more again. And yeah, well, at least these two mortar teams have gotten into the jeeps. That's a plus at least. And actually, I'm not sure what's happened over there. Now we can only see one panther, so I don't know if that's pulled back, gone forward. Okay, so I don't think we even took any casualties that turn. Oh no, it's still there. It was just hiding behind spotting icons. That's an old contact. Those guys, I think, are just moving up a bit. Ah, but that little team there is being engaged by the Greyhound. So yeah, let's see you win that one, Fritz. He says before mortars start dropping on it or something. Okay, so I think those guys are maybe a bit suppressed. It's hard to tell. Hard to tell. Well, there's this big suppression meter down here, Hapless. One of them's dead, and they're lying curled up into fetal balls next to their jeep, which she's consistently getting shot at. So yeah, you know, maybe they are a little bit suppressed. But, at least the other two have gone away, so even though these guys have lost all their ammo because it was in the jeep, there is plenty of ammo in these ones. Yeah, I think this is just like MG fire. Oh, that was more of a single shot, wasn't it? That might be that little sniper team pushing up from out there. That might be them, potentially. And spot the MG team up there again. Boom! There we go. Yes, it is them taking pot shots. Being spotted by the survivors from that jeep there. Okay, let's just double check what happens on this flank. Not an awful lot, I don't think. Realistically, you know, trying to mortar a moving target there is probably not the smartest thing I could be doing. especially given the rate of fire that these bleeding light mortars go at. These guys, he's aiming. I just get a shot off, but yeah, see, Titan's been very protective of his tanks here. So, well, let's just. I don't think we're going to see anything else here, are we? Oh no, we saw somebody. On the reverse slope back here, didn't we? These guys, what's up with you? It's a non-deployed MG team falling back. So, one of the things with this is I have to remember that Titan is also working with incomplete information. He knows he's hitting resistance here. He's taken out an 80. Yeah, he's taken out 2 AT guns, and he's getting mortared. And I don't know whether he's seen the Greyhounds. Something is definitely firing shells and machine gun fire in this area. Something is plinked off the front of one of these Panthers. It was actually an overshoot from the M8 in the back, but he's not going to know that. So over here he's getting some resistance and he's probing forward. Over here he knows I've got stuff out here because he's seen it and he's been shooting it up. It has popped a King Tiger up, but it hasn't killed that Jackson. That Jackson is still going, even if it's annoyingly crippled. And it's taken hits from something else, which have crippled one of the tracks. So it's now a very slow King Tiger. He hasn't seen anything, I don't think, in the village. And he knows he's taken out a Jackson over here that was pulled down in this little... Oh, have I had smoke off the whole time? Oh, I hate it when I do that. Yeah, so... what I think he's doing here is he's being very cautious. You can see he's playing it, you know, nice and safe with his tanks. He's... he does have support vehicles, and he is, you know, putting out, or has been putting out, quite a lot of fire with his, you know, his support teams. We have plenty of MGs, and he's scouting forward. What happened in the last game is Titan's, it was another game at the same scale as this. Titan's force was 3 Panthers, a flak feeling, a Hummel, which is a 150mm self-propelled gun, and a couple of companies of infantry. Now, bit of a long shot, but what can we see here? We can see 2 Panthers, a King Tiger, a flak feeling, a substantial amount of support stuff. If you think each company has 2 mortars and 4 MG42 teams, how much stuff will we see? We might be able to kind of... we might be pretty effectively extrapolating what he's brought along here if he's brought the same kind of force. And then throw in some add-ons for scout teams and sniper teams and things that you don't get in the usual stuff. I suppose the big question is, where's the Hummel? Because 2 Panthers, does that mean he's got another Panther stashed away somewhere Well, what I'm thinking is, has he swapped the Hummel for the King Tiger, or has he swapped one of the Panthers for the King Tiger? That's kind of a big question, because that means how many other Panthers there might be around. Because I haven't seen a Hummel yet. I'm not bothered about a Hummel. That's not going to bother me in the slightest. Unless, of course, I manage to lose all of my tanks. But I don't think that's very likely, to be honest. So orders, orders, orders. It's enough like random extrapolating going on. You guys need to start moving back. You need to shoot that. Let's start mounting you guys up. You guys can stay there. And we pulled you back a tiny bit, didn't we? Yes, yes we did. Let's drive you down here, I think. Pop you into that little... Pop you into a hull down position. Up there, so that we can carry on seeing things, seeing what's going on here. And my God, that Jeep can't see anything, can it? God. Like, literally can't see stuff that is right in front of it. That is faintly ridiculous. Ah, that'd be a bit better. Make sure we've got that flank covered off. You, once again, need to run away. In fact, let's use the evade tool. And you guys need to get out of sight as well. Congratulations, you've been promoted to reserve. Just trying to find the end of the icon there. Let's get you guys to hide. Or, actually no, let's just pop you up there. That guy from the thing, he's still going. I'm kind of feeling that these Jeeps actually aren't very good. But yeah, we'll see. And yeah, that should about do it, I think. Like I said, we're... How They're just waiting here, just waiting to see what a Titan comes up with. Waiting for the infantry to turn up. That's what we really want to be killing here. Okay, and now we've got turn 8. God, I can't even remember. It's going to be bundled up with the attack where I have remembered it. So let's not worry about that. And we're pushing forward. This is my attack. Yeah, we're pushing a bit more forward. We know it's safe up until about, at least up until here, because this half-track managed to get up without getting shot at. If it's not safe and Titan manages to start opening up on me, I have an awful lot of firepower hanging around down here, which should be able to react pretty easily. I'm going to be pushing up some half-tracks, including Moron half-track, which has decided to do something completely stupid. But hey-ho, that's the TAC AI. And hopefully we'll have smacked up the mortar team down there sufficiently for the to stop getting mortared out here. But yeah, we'll see. Let's just press go and... Oh, well, that was a hell of an overshoot. And I was actually worried about that happening. Pretty sure that was actually just friendly fire. Like a shell from the Tiger going at the church, hitting the tree. Yeah. Now, really hoping that I had a target briefly command on that type. It's definitely mortaring the snot out of that. And we've had a couple of overshoots, so... But, yeah, nothing spectacular. It's just, double check that it was actually the the tiger shell that's, yes it was. Okay, good. These guys should... I think they've got some bombs in the air for them. So, yeah, I mean, more casualties up here, but we kind of expected that. That's not surprising at all. I don't think there's anything else to see. Yeah. A reasonably good idea just to hop these guys back into the half tracks for the time being, at least. They're not really doing anything particularly handy. Just make sure we're punching things up. I'm putting fire out. pull that stug back a little bit, just so we still got some eyes with AT guns up on top of the thing there. Those guys are opened up. And which squad has the two? Okay. Some of the squads have two MGs in them, not one. So, you know, obviously thinking about get that squad out here. So, a couple of boots on the ground over there, and yeah, should be pretty much okay, I think. We'll see.